Hi, I'm Ali, author of Ollie and His Superpowers, and I guess the brains, if you like, behind the Ollie model, the therapeutic model that's just working wonders. I want to talk you through some of the additional things we've done. If you look at one of the previous videos about us, you'll get an idea about the concept and how it works. But I want to tell you what we're up to and how it can affect you. Very quickly, it dawned on me that when we're working one-to-one with your child in the therapy room and we're teaching them about the superpowers and how to use their emotions, and it's all brilliant and they feel really good and they're much stronger and empowered as a result of it. But then we'd send them out into the classroom again and we'd send them home to you guys or back to wherever, and nobody beyond the therapy room could speak Ollie or understood what superpowers were. So the children couldn't exercise the muscle that we just taught them anywhere but with me in the therapy room. And I think that's failing in all therapies. So we came up with something quite interesting. We've developed mentor training. Now, mentor training is open to anyone that works with children, has children, or is interested in how you could help children with their emotional issues. How does it work? Very simply, mentor training in schools, our Ollie coaches come in and actually teach the teachers how to use some of the Ollie techniques. We're not teaching anyone to be a therapist, but we're teaching them how to pull your superpowers out, how to ask them what the problem is, how to help the child move on. And we're doing the same with parents and carers. And we're doing these all over the country, so if this would be of interest to you, then please get in contact. By the end of the course, not only will you be able to help your children to strengthen those muscles and use their superpowers and just go from strength to strength to strength on the resilience front, but you might be surprised what you learn about yourself as well. Something absolutely amazing happened about a week ago. I was in one of the schools that I'm working in. Have I mentioned Ollie coaches are now in schools doing one-to-one therapy with the kids and all sorts of other stuff, teacher training, mentoring? Anyway, I was walking past the classroom, and as I looked in, there was a young lad who was being a little disruptive, shall we say. Normally the teacher would have had no option but to ask him to leave the room. But she'd been on our Ollie mentor training, and what I saw has convinced me we're on the right track. What she did was she reached into this young lad, she pulled out Angry, young lad's there, and she started asking Angry what was wrong. The whole class just settled down in seconds. The young lad just calmed down in seconds. And as she asked what was wrong, and the young lad began to explain, because it wasn't about him now, it was about him, and that made it okay, then the rest of the class began to come up with suggestions of what would make him feel better. It was the most amazing thing I've seen, and it completely convinced me we're on the right track. Brilliant. But here's the thing. We can provide therapists, we can mentor train. And, that's all good. There's a massive mental health problem in the UK and in the world at the moment. And can we just stop calling it that? How about we call it emotional wellbeing? That would be better, wouldn't it? Most therapeutic practices out there are based on cure, working with people once there's a problem. And that's why the system's clogged up. How about this as a really radical idea? Who knows? What if we started looking at prevention? What if we got to children before they needed therapy and taught them about emotional resilience, taught them about their superpowers, their emotions, taught them how to make themselves happier, how to make themselves braver, how to understand that you actually need angry and sad. They're all really important parts of the team. I promise you, if we could do that, half the children that are brought to me for therapy wouldn't need to come and see me. Radical idea. Prevention as well as cure. And that's what the Ollie model is about. Please, if anything I've said is interest to you, have a look at the rest of the page, find out more details, get in contact. We can't do this on our own. This isn't a therapy issue. This is an environmental issue, and we need you guys. Thank you for your time.